to the channel, everybody. You all know how this goes. My name is Randy. You are watching the 5-5 Garage, and today we will be working on a concern I have with my 2001 Chevy Tahoe. Now, I've had the Tahoe for a little over a week now, and one of the issues I'm having with it is the same issue that my sister had, and that is the headlights are just dim. Now, she told me this before I got the truck, and I saw that she had halogens, and I thought, well, maybe I'll swap those out with a set of LED bulbs, and then we can see if that was the issue or not. It wasn't. So over the past weekend, I took the headlights out and I tried polishing them to try to remove the oxidation that had built up on the headlight lens, and unfortunately, that didn't help. I also put in a set of LED bulbs, and the light output was not what I am used to. They were a little bit brighter, but not the jump in lumens that I thought I would get. Like when I switched the Trailblazer over to a set of Auxbeam F3s from the halogens, you can turn that thing on and it lights up my entire street. So what I decided was I was going to go ahead and remove the old headlight housings with a brand new set as well. I have a set of Auxbeam P10s laying around from my Monster Speed 3 that I wanted to use. The only problem is those are H11 socketed bulbs, and the Tahoe uses 9005, 9006. But thanks to some purchases that I made on Amazon, I am able to take those H11s and convert them over to the 9005 socket so I can use them in my new headlight housing. Now, there are a couple things you need to get. Number one is there is the actual socket piece that goes on here. As you can see on this P10, there's a little hole right there that allows you to put in a set screw so that when you put on the 9005 adapter, it doesn't move. As well, you are going to need one of these, and this is an adapter that allows you to take the H11 plug and convert it over to the 9005, 9006 plug, making this totally plug and play. So there is no wiring or changing sockets or anything that you need to do. So since I will be converting this over to using LED bulbs, and I gotta tear the front end apart pretty much anyway, I decided to go ahead and replace all of my halogen bulbs with LEDs. So that means I have LED parking lights. I will now have LED switchback turn signals. And unlike some of the previous conversions I've done, like on the Miata, I had to wire in resistors. The Trailblazer, I had to wire in resistors. For this project, I ordered myself one of these LED flasher relays. So we're gonna try this out. And if this works, that means I don't have to splice in resistors anywhere. Pop the old one out, plug this one in, and I should be able to use my blinkers without causing the rapid flash condition. I have a lot of work to do. I have to take the old headlight housings out on these Chevy Tahoes and the Suburbans, Silverados, Yukons, and Sierras. It's really easy to get the headlights out. There is a bar that you have to slide forward and pull out, and then the assembly comes out for the main headlights. And then for the parking lights and turn signals, there is a clip that you have to pull, and then that will allow that whole assembly to come out. It's a really straightforward process. There's not a lot of work involved. And since I will be using this LED relay, that means I don't have to do any wiring. So I am hoping that I can get this done fairly quickly. It is the evening here. We have already sprung forward in time, so I should have enough light to get this done. If not, I do have some extra lighting so I can show you guys everything I'm doing as well. I will grab my small little action camera to get into close places so I can show you guys the entire process. Cross your fingers, let's get started. Here is the upper headlight, and to remove these, like I said, it's fairly simple. There is a rod right here. The first one you turn, and then you lift up, take that out. I will use my action camera so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so I was telling you guys about the rods you need to get out to take out the headlights. I've already taken out the one over here, but here's the other one, and all you have to do is just turn this and then lift up on it, and now you can see, you can get the headlight loose, and that's how it comes out. Alright, now once you got the headlight loose, go ahead and just take your headlights out, and you just gotta turn them, and then they'll come free. There's one, and there's the other one, and then there you go. That's all you gotta do. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how to remove this lower housing. There is a clip that is right here, and all you gotta do is push on it, and then it comes free. Now be aware that right here, when you go to put this back in, this part here has to fit in there before you clip this in. So now that I got the lower out, and you can just release the clip, and then that comes out there, over here. You got one more. This is the parking light, and it just twists to remove it, and then these come out. So here is a side-by-side comparison shot, so I can show you guys the reason why I'm making this change. This is the original headlight. This thing's like 20 years old now. As you can see, it is very hazy. I tried to remove the oxidation and polish this, and it just did not come back. And even after cleaning with a set of LED bulbs, it just was not dispersing enough light, or the light that I'm used to. So I just decided to go ahead and replace it. And this is a replacement. I still have the plastic covering on, but I got these from DNA Motoring. It's the same company that I got my headlights for my Speed 3 from. And as you see, they are very clear. And as well, I got the black housings because I just like the way that they look. And these are going to be a bigger improvement over the stock headlights. One, because it does not have the halogen pattern in the lens. These are clear, so my LED headlights should be much brighter in this. As well, I'm going to show you guys the lower half of the headlights too, because those are really badly oxidized. This is the lower headlight housing, and as you can see, this thing is just cloudy. And I tried really hard. I spent about an hour and a half, 2 hours trying to clean these up. Even though they did kind of respond a little bit, it got a little bit clearer, but it's, like I said, these things are like 20 years old. It's just time for a replacement. And this is a replacement. Actually, it is very clear, so I should not have any issues with this. As well, I will be adding LED lighting, so that'll help brighten it up as well. All this stuff is a simple remove and replace. There's not a lot of work to it, so you won't have to be doing any kind of custom wiring or custom mounting or anything. Everything's just going to go in like factory, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with the process. I'm gonna go ahead and start swapping these bulbs, and this is just a 194 bulb, and I'm going to replace it with this LED bulb, and this should be much brighter. And I'm going to check all of these too. So, and then this one is a 3157, and as you can see, the coating has even came off on this. Is in my hands. So the bulb I'm replacing it with is a switchback bulb, and what I mean by switchback is when you turn on your parking lights, it will be white, but then when you turn on your turn signals, the bulb will change and switch to an amber colored bulb, and then when the turn signal goes off, it switches back to white. And I am going to test all of these before I put everything back together to make sure that they operate properly. As well, for the daytime running light, I've already switched it with an all white LED bulb. That's working okay, but for right now, let's give these a test. So I just tested everything. You guys saw how the switchback functions worked. So I'm going to go ahead and install that lower headlight housing. And the lower light's in. Now we get to work on the top. Okay, to make this easier on yourself, go ahead and put the headlight bulb in now, because getting in the bulb for the brights is much easier. And actually, I already got my little adapter on here, and it's as simple as just lining it up and putting it in the clip like so. There we go. Now I got the new upper headlight and it looks really good. Be aware you are going to have to readjust your headlights when you're done. I went ahead and have my measurements and everything already done. I wrote them down so I can go ahead and adjust these fairly quickly. But since I have them in, I'm going to go ahead and check and make sure that my headlights and my brights are working, and then we can move on to the next step. And I can tell you, this is already brighter than what's on the other side of the car. Here's a quick comparison shot. The driver's side of the car is the one that's on the old stuff. This is the new stuff. And just sitting here, I can tell you that it is brighter than what I had before. One important thing you want to keep in mind is when you're swapping these bulbs out, this is the old halogen bulb, is see the orientation of these little tabs that are on the headlight. When you go to add your adapter to your LED bulb, make sure you keep that same orientation. That way you know that your light is being installed in a proper position. Alright, after what seems like forever, I got both of them in. The passenger side went in very easy. The driver's side did not, but let's double check it and make sure everything works. Now that we've checked everything, pretty much all of our under the hood work is done. All the LEDs are in. Everything is now set up and working properly. Next step is to check and remove that flasher relay for the LED one, and then we'll check the turn signals. And then after that, I just need to adjust my headlights, and then it's a wrap. Okay, get underneath here. If you are like me and you want to get rid of the hyperflash condition, this is the relay that you need to replace. And I used I think it's an EP29 relay. You can get off of Amazon, and that will allow you to get rid of the hyperflash. So to remove it, you're going to have to kind of wiggle this and get it out the best you can. Alright, sorry for the dinging, but as you can see, the flasher is in. And now to check the hyperflash condition. Oh, yeah, nice. Other one. Here we are. It is the next day after I had done all that work already. And as with anything, when you are trying to make these videos, not everything comes on the day that it says it will. And the reason why I'm out here now is because my license plate lights have arrived, and they look like this. And these are LED, and these will fit down here to replace these lights. And they are very simple. You literally just plug these in and then pop them into place. So I'm gonna show that now and just add it into the video instead of making you guys wait another video to see me do this. Like I said, it's real simple. You just gotta pop these out. Let's see if I can turn this one-handed. Oh, you can. All right, so then take that out and then pull the bulb out. So take this and then plug that in like so, and pop that in, and then I'm gonna turn it on and see if it works. And then you see changing up the license plate lights on these are really easy. I just need to switch out the second one and then we'll be good to go. And I'd hoped to do that last night, but you know, better late than never. All right, so I went ahead and double checked everything. All my lights work. No more hyperflash. I'm gonna consider this a wrap. It's starting to get pretty late in the evening here, and the last thing I really need to do is adjust the headlights, and I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna do it off camera because it's just gonna be kind of hard to film since it's already dark outside. But I hope you guys learned something today, and if you did, make sure to smash that like button. As well, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I got a whole lot of videos, as you guys know. I got some Yada videos coming. I have some Mazda Speed 3 videos coming. As well, I have some more Tahoe videos coming. You never know what I'm going to work on this channel, so make sure you're subscribed. But with all that said, I'm going to go ahead, adjust the headlights and make sure all that stuff is squared away, and then I am going to clean up my garage and wrap up this video. I hope you are staying safe wherever you are, enjoying this nice spring weather, and I'll see you guys on the next one.